Male and female pattern baldness affects millions worldwide and results in a distinct hair loss pattern. It is caused by dihydrotestosterone, or DHT. DHT causes the diminishing size of the hair follicle and over time will stop the further growth of any new hair. However, DHT does not affect the sides and the back of the head. This is your permanent donor area, and it is here where we harvest your transplanted hair.
I used to color it in the back, and whenever I'd go out and play golf, I'd sweat and it would start running down the back of my neck, and it was no fun.
The process of hair restoration is simple. It's a procedure confined strictly to the skin. Strips of hair-bearing scalp are taken from the donor area, and the area is closed, resulting in a tiny scar that is hidden under your hair. Then, using high-powered magnification, the strips are processed into single hair, 2 hair, and 3 to 4 hair follicular units. These grafts are placed into tiny receptor sites throughout the balding area and will continue to grow as they did in their original location. The end result looks natural because it is natural. It's your own living, growing hair, simply relocated to the balding area. Hair transplantation is one of the most popular cosmetic procedures for men. But women can also benefit from our microtechnology process. Women experience hair loss frequently and in different patterns than men. However, female pattern baldness can often be treated with the same techniques and with excellent results.
This evening we're going to discuss female pattern baldness. It's a little bit different than male pattern baldness in a lot of ways. Dr. Height, our dermatology associate, is going to give us some information on this. When you see a woman with thinning hair or a pattern, how do you approach it?
Well, initially I like to do a workup to be sure that there isn't any systemic disease that is causing the problem that can be easily treated. The most common thing that happens in women, it's generalized diffuse thinning, and a lesser number have a true pattern response to hair loss. We generally treat those women, if they're postmenopausal, the same way that we treat men. We can use Propecia. About a third of women with pattern hair loss respond very well to Propecia. Not all do, but a third have a very strong response.
Women have these fine hairs remaining in their thin area, usually. Something like men, for example, may be totally bald, or they have scattered hairs. Women have these little baby hairs left, and when you transplant that area, a lot of those baby hairs shock out. So what my practice has been for several years is that I transplant the ladies 4 months apart. Do it once, 4 months later, do it again. And then that way, you only go through the shock once, and use minoxidil to get the hair growing faster, before and after the transplant. And then, in 6 months, they have a lot of hair, and that seems to work well. And particularly that would be the case for a premenopausal female. Postmenopausal, I would probably now add this idea of a thyroid solution postoperatively as well. They can be transplanted successfully. And we've done so.
And I'm generally very pleased about the results.
Yeah.